And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center position.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for George. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Ball's checked in. About a minute played so far here in the first. Now here's Morant for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
You love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Morant against Wall. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Now here's Morant. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Now here's Wall. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Morant passes to Adams. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Screen by Zubats. Leonard finds Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now, here is George. Down low, it's stolen by Adams. One-on-one fast break. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And George kicks to Morris. Here's Wall. And he lays it straight in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Bane following the basket by John Wall. Back to Brooks. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Well, we've seen teams go all in to acquire Kawhi Leonard. easy to see why. He just changes the course of a franchise. Any team he's on legitimately has a chance to win a title.
Now, here's Bain. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
A nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Now, here's George. Stolen by Jackson. He dishes it to Adams. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Adams has got 6.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
The 3 from George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And the pass to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Here's Wall. Takes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
John Morant has been leading the charge. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Memphis.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Jackson misses.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
And that one's good, Leonard. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even lightning.
That was incredible.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Passes it to Wall. Clock at 4. Shoots over Morant. Here's Zubac. Out to Morris. Back to Zubac. Morris dishes to George. Plays it up and banks it in. George has got 5 now.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And here's Wall outside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis leading by 4. Inside, it's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George with the ball.
No, sir. Jackson Jr.'s shot blocking abilities, part of why he was a top 5 pick back in 18.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Ball passes to George. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Brooks finds Bain. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Leonard inside. Brooks covering. And Leonard gets it to go.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there with his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Brooks with no one around. Top of the key jumper, no good. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then toss it off with the thunder finish.
Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And here's Ball outside, but Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morant, and then Morant slams it in.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Kicks it out to Leonard. It could go, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 9. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. They've got Jones. Brandon Clark is out there with Williams. And it's Aldama in at the 4. Jones kicks to Williams. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And Norman Powell subbed in for Paul George. And the dunk by Covington.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
All with the steal. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Kennard, the pass to Wall. Here's Batum. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Covington setting the pick for Powell. A three-pointer, no good. Memphis leading by 10. Here's Clark. And he converts the layup. Clark's got his first 2 points.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And there's a whistle that goes on John Concho. That is his first foul of the game. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And here's Kennard. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for Memphis.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Pass to Kennard. And here's Jackson. For three, Covington. Rebound by Williams.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the dunk by Covington.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Jones against Jackson. Again, Memphis.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Jones has got 5.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Jones against Powell. Here's Covington. And he can't bank that one in. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And then Clark slams it in.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
It's good.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Memphis has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
Kennard for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
Jones against Jackson. On the basket by Jones.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Jackson misses. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The pass to Powell. It's stolen by Jones. Lobbed up there for Clark. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Kennard for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's a quick draw from Kennard, just pulling up before the defense has a chance to react.
And so it's Memphis, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Bucket is good. Adams has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Memphis. Jackson dishes to George. Morris outside. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
they've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Passes it to Bain. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
George against Bain. And blocked by Bain. Brooks, that's a two-pointer. Jackson finds Morant. And that one is off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Out to Morris. To the left side wing. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Jackson has the open look. No good on the three. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Here's Morant. Pocket 6. And a wide open look for Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Nobody near George. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. On the wing, Bain. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Jackson looking it over. To the inside, Morris. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Clippers trail by 16. And here's George for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
This is what you expect. Paul George can get it going from the perimeter like that.
Memphis has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Jackson against Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Jackson passes to George. 1:32 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Zubac. Outside for Jackson. 4 on the clock. And here's George for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Memphis.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
A 3 from Leonard bangs home the trifecta.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
Back to Morant. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George from deep three-point land. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Now here's Morant. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
in the league are set to clash here tonight, Smitty.
Yes, both sides understand that the best rebounding teams are the ones that do it by committee, BA. And if you can control the boards, you can control the game.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, small forward. Crowder, that's good.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
And here's Morant outside. Adams, the pass to Jackson. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
First team.
Bain into the lane. Pass to Adams. What a terrific move that is.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
Paul with it. Now Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
And some will remember that Desmond Bain was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Shot's good by Morant.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Paul. Outside for Booker. Crowder outside. Pass to Bridges. Outside Paul. Back to Bridges. From behind the arc. Adams grabs the miss. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bain earlier in the draft.
BA, the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Both good from the line that time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Bridges. Booker for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Booker's got 6.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Jackson outside. To the paint. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. Morant against Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Booker, the pass to Crowder from 20 feet. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
Failing to block out Jay Crowder, that's careless. He's active, wanting the ball more than you. Well deserved.
Morant finds Adams. And here's Jackson. Lets it fly from 18. Bain against Booker. And stolen by Bridges. Crowder right side. Pass to Booker. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they
Did you see that?
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Ball against Jackson. Oh, the swat by Adams. Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks. Stolen by Booker. In transition, here come the Suns. And Ayton with the stuff.
Nice instincts there from Booker, showing a willingness and drive to want to improve on the defensive end.
Outside Bain. This one for 3. Good. And the setup by Morant.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
43 seconds left in the first quarter here. Crowder finds Bridges. Clock at 6. And he banks in the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Shot's good by Morant.
Gotta honor Morant's 3-ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
And here's Paul. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Just 4 seconds left in the opening quarter. Booker for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Devin Booker.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies good dance.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. 3 on the clock. Paul for 3. And they'll get another chance. Bridges finds Paul. Out to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer, no good. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. The 3 from Bane. He drops it from range. Bane's got 6.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Paul shot is off.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Bridges on the double. Here's Bane. Pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Bridges outside. Up top, Booker. 3-pointer. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
I really love seeing Booker score off the ball. He shows his understanding for spacing and when to put up a shot.
From deep, Morant. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Out to Bridges. Pass to Crowder. Back to Bridges. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
Here's Booker. There's the drive. And Booker with the jam.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee! Woo!
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now here's Bane. Here's Brooks. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Up top, Paul, hounded by Morant. Oh, stolen by Morant. Pass to Adams. Here's Brooks. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And now just a 1-point Suns lead.
Getting hit on that shot there, but Dillon's girth allows him to play right through it.
On the wing, Crowder beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Ayton. Paul passes to Crowder. Outside Booker. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 51 seconds left to play in the first half. Lays out. Crowder with a steal. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Down low. Outside for Brooks. Left side Morant. Stolen by Bridges. Booker, the pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Morant. On the wing, Bane. Jacks up a three. Crowder grabs the miss. Bridges outside. Pass to Booker. The three is up.
I love how aggressive Bane is on defense.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Suns ahead, up 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Outside Johnson. Back to Lee. And he makes it on the layup. Lee's got his first points in this one.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
The kick out to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Shamet. Second shot opportunity. And Clark with a block. Williams up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Shamet. Here's Sharge. Misses the layup. On the wing, Conchar. Covered by Johnson. To the middle. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized. Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Jones from outside. Here's Williams. Pass to Clark. On the wing, Conchar. This for the tie! And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Jones, the pass to Clark. Back to Jones. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Pass to Aldama. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. 1:44 left in the third. Here's Shaman. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Landale. And that one is hammered home.
That's the kind of head fake that'll give a guy whiplash.
He sells it all the way, right? Highly effective. There's 1:17 left in the third. Here's Conchar. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
The Suns have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Shaman. .59 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sharic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running, attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
A line change here for Memphis. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And the Suns making a change here. Crowder's checked in. No one covering. Morant's got 13 now.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Ball finds Booker. Ayton, the screen on Bane. Outside Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And B.A., if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance, you pay.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
7 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Ayton with a screen from the arc. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Suns ahead, up by 1. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going.
Okay.
Oh my! Throw it down!
Yes, he did.
My Lord, the agility on that size. Ayton's on another level.
Outside for Morant to tie it up. That one doesn't drop. The Suns go the other way with it. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Bane against Booker. Pass to Paul. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Outside Morant. And here's Brooks. He's guarded by Bridges. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Off target from outside.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up. But it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Both free throws good from Booker. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks to take the lead. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Confident and relatively efficient from 3. Brooks gives you another person who can space the floor.
Here's Paul. Phoenix no good that time either.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Back to Crowder. Right side, Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Bane. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Paul passes to Crowder. Outside for Booker. Stolen by Bane. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Tremendous effort from Ja Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Crowder. Back to Booker. To halt the run. Adams grabs the miss.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Memphis has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long. Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker's capable of, but cannot get a stop. That assertive mentality, I mean, just rising up from deep and draining it.
Ball against Morant. Outside Booker. There's the triple. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Oh, a high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
From deep, Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Ball passes to Booker. And stolen by Bane. In transition. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And it's Crowder missing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Morant. Jackson outside. Now here's Morant. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Brooks. The rebound by Bridges. And stolen by Morant. And so the Grizzlies take the win. This one was a fun one to watch.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting.
And this should be a very interesting matchup tonight. Plenty of guys, Doris, on the floor who play, as you like to say, the right way.
Right, Kevin. Experience always broadens your perspective. They understand what goes into winning, and they understand that good habits are built on a nightly basis. They want to make good decisions. These are fundamentally sound groups.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at point guard. Now here's Wall. Outside for George. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. The three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a three of his own. Beautiful.
Paul looking around. And he drives in. In the corner, it's Bridges. Outside, George. Tipped away. Back to Morris. Left side, George. Out to Morris. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
George against Ayton. George, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Now, here's Zubats. A three from Leonard. Crowder pulls it in. Suns leading by 4. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And Ayton throws it down.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Outside for George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
And the wide open shot from Crowder, and a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And George, here we go. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Paul George is very difficult to contain on a dribble drive. He's got length, handle, and size. Good luck.
Ball against Paul. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's Bridges. Leonard looking over the floor. Wants to get it to Morris and does. There's the three. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for L.A.
Here's George following the basket by Chris Paul, and it's good for 2.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Paul against Wall. Booker with no one around. They get the rebound. Ayton kicks to Crowder. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, free throw attempt numbers indicate just how difficult someone is to guard. Booker's certainly in the hard-to-check category.
Both free throws good from Booker.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. George with no one around. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. George has got 7 points.
Well, when you have a scorer like Paul George, it doesn't matter where it comes from. In that instance, hey, just catch and shoot.
Paul with the ball. Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton. It's good on the putback.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for the Suns. Scoring.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. George passes to Zubac, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Phoenix leading by 5. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
And Wall kicks to George. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bridges passes to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, make the right play at the rim. Devin Booker sees an opportunity and doesn't hesitate.
Wall up top, defended by Paul. From downtown, and it's Wall. That time the assist by George.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Paul passes to Ayton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George looking around. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
A drive by Paul, and there's the pass to Crowder. Bridges outside. Sinks the triple. Bridges got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Wall finds George. And stolen by Ayton. Ball against Booker. That shot is off. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Ayton. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
The kick out to Crowder. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Listen, this is a guy who can get hot from downtown. Great to see Jay Crowder being aggressive when given the opportunity.
2 minutes remaining.
George passes to Zubac. Left side, George. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Paul outside. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And here's George for three. And Wall kicks to Morris. Morris with a screen on Ayton. Leonard. A shot off that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Bridges for three. Hands it from downtown. Bridges has got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Ball goes in. Bridges, right side. Off target with his three.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Leonard finds George. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Back to Leonard. Shoots the three. Goes back up. George passes to Zubac. Right side Wall. The second chance effort. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David. And we'll be...
Your Suns, 30. The Clippers, 19.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Kennard in at the small forward position. Clippers trail by 11. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Landale pass to Saric. Now Shaman. Back to Saric. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
You know, I think the versatility Saric provides is big in today's NBA. This guy can play the 3 and the 4. He can shoot from anywhere. He can also hit the glass. Very good passer. There's a lot to his game.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Shamet. Passes it to Landale. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Here's Batum. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Saric dishes to Crowder. Suns moving the ball around. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Landale pass to Crowder. Here's Shaman. Launches a three. Batum grabs the miss. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Powell. Up and in on the layup.
Big-time athleticism and hops by Norman Powell allows him to get to his shot.
Shaman with it. Jackson on him. Pass to Landale. And he jams it with authority.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Covington setting the pick for Jackson. Kicks it out to Covington. Kept alive. And another shot. It's deflected. And he's able to get it back. For the three. And he's good on the three ball. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Let's remember, Robert Covington is a guy who has hit over 200 three-point shots in a season. You better guard him from out there.
Pass to Crowder. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Out to Shag. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. That's a two from Kennard. Misses off the right iron.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Charge passes to Crowder. Here's Landale. Misses from short range. It's Covington on the wing. He's covered by Shamet. Covington with the bucket.
Since Covington has arrived in the league, he has come such a long way in his overall game. Great interior work there.
Now, here's Shamet, guarded by Jackson. The inside. Powell's there.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Jackson dishes to Batum. Jackson looking it over. Shot clock at 6. And Batum kicks to Covington. Takes the three. No good. Shot missing. Now Shaman. And so it's the Phoenix Suns sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Man, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
Shots good by Kennard.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Ball against Jackson. Ball passes to Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, Devin Booker, shiftiness, gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. To the paint. Morris inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Morris, no good. Phoenix leading by 13. Bridges kicks to Booker. Johnson with a screen on George. Back to Bridges. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Zubac. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up to the right side. Here's Wall. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Wall against Paul. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And he uses the glass on the lane. And the Suns lead by 13.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Ball passes to George. Over Booker. George, no good. Phoenix leading by 13. The pass to Ayton. Got a piece of it. Back to Paul. On the wing, Bridges. And it's Paul, top the key. Off target from outside. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Booker with it. George picks him up. Bridges passes to Johnson. Booker in the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Well placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
Morris a screen. Ball passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Booker looking around. Here he goes. And the dunk by Booker.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Ball finds Booker. For 3, Bridges. Offensive rebound.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Phoenix.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's George on the wing, defended by Booker. George passes to Zubac. A 3 from Morris. On the wing, Morris. Outside Leonard. Over Bridges. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet.
Well, he's got size and he has touch. It makes interior scoring easy for Kawhi Leonard.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. David, thank you.
Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Thursday afternoon coverage. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. Now here's Morant. It's blocked. George outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. To the inside. It's stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. Lets it go. George, no good. It's stolen by Wall. Inside. Stolen by Jackson. On the break. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
George passes to Zubats. Out to Leonard. Bain against George. Pass to Zubats. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Now here's Morant. Banked it in off the glass. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
George against Bain. Here's Zubats. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with this.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Morant with the slam!
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Now here's Wall. George passes to Wall. Back to George. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Outside Bain. Brooks against Zubats. Left side Morant. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the dribble. Wow.
George, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
Here's George. After the basket by Memphis. The rebound by Jackson.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Stolen by Wall. Here's George. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
A wing not afraid to mix it up inside. PG-13 finishing down low.
Morant against Wall. Morant with the slam!
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Morris can't hit. Memphis leading. Down low. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That'll belong to John Wall.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Wall, the pass to George. Nails it from three. George has got 7.
And this is what makes George a star. His confidence rising and firing off the catch.
Morant against Wall.
And then Morant with the dunk. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Now here's George. He's got 7. Leonard outside. Clock at 6. From downtown, the Grizzlies pull it in. On the wing, Brooks. From outside the arc, here's Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies up by 7, and will return.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis. And here's Memphis. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1.
Nice job by George to get out, run, and complete the break.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here's Morant.
And then Morant with the jam. And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Wall. Hangs. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A. You know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Out of bounds, it'll be Grizzlies ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Left side, Morant. Outside, Bain. To the paint. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Wall, the pass to Morris. The kick out to Wall. Back to Morris. Fires the 3. And Wall, good for 3.
Coming into the league, Wall didn't take many threes, but he's added this dimension to his game.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, there's nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
George against Bain. George passes to Zubats. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
For 3, George. The shot no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The putback. It's good on the putback. And now an 11-point Memphis lead.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
George outside. Pass to Morris. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Morris has got his first 2 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Brooks. Leonard defending. Brooks, the pass to Adams. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
And here's Morant outside, and that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
George's shot is off.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. 3 on 3. 3-pointer. That shot off the mark.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Adams. Outside for Morant. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Morris passes to Wall. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Morant against Wall. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Substitution on the court.
7 seconds left in the second quarter. Williams passes to Jones. 1 second left. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Memphis.
Your Grizzlies, 38. The Clippers, 23.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Pass to Jones. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 17. Powell outside. Picked by Covington. And it's Powell off the drive. Here's Kennard. Back to Covington. Lets it go from deep. That shot is off. Here's Conchar. Wall covering. And stolen by Covington. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And stolen by Clark. Here's Conchar. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Count it.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Covington, a screen on Williams. Kennard finds Covington. And the jam by Covington.
The vertical of Covington paying dividends. Fantastic job leaping up to slam it down.
And here's Jones. Pass to Williams. Can't connect from short range. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Batum, pass to Kennard. Powell outside. Covington up top. Here's Kennard. Off target from 3-point range. Now here's Jones, and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Here's Wall. Pass to Covington. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. What you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Jones against Wall. Jones, the pass to Clark. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 17. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Powell. Outside Wall. Covington, a screen on Jones. Out to Covington. Over to the wing. Here's Batum. No good with the triple.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Now here's Williams. Stolen by Kennard. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Jackson, he's checked in for Wall. Pass to Conchar. The 3 is up. Here's Clark. Soft touch off the glass.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Jackson finds Covington. Back to Jackson. Outside Covington. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's Jones. On the wing, Conchar. Goes up at the elbow. The offensive rebound.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Pass to Aldama. Williams from long range. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. The shot off that time. Good D by Clark. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And he's going for the oop here. Powell with a steal. Covington passes to Batum. 2 points. That one goes.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Here's Conchar. Pass to Clark. Batum with the defensive effort.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And so it's Memphis up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They put in work down low. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's Kennard in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, what a jam! Incredible thunder finish!
I haven't seen anything like that in a minute.
Wow!
Covington, a screen on Payne. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Wall, the pass to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
I like when Kawhi forces the issue, making the defense compromise with the foul.
And Leonard drops them both. Well, the Grizzlies shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. Moran against Wall. Goes up from the block. Moran finds Jackson. The three from Bane. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
From deep, Moran. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
George outside. From deep. And no good. And Memphis taking it the other way now. To the inside. Tipped. George with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And the dunk by Leonard.
And you can't afford to lose sight of Leonard in these situations. He's just so dangerous and assertive in transition.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Morant with the slam!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? George outside, takes a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Morant, pass to Jackson. Oh, there's the alley. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Outside Wall. And here is Morris. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop, and hit him right when he needed to.
Outside Bane from deep 3-point range. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard outside. Back to Wall. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. Out to Leonard. Morris passes to Wall. 6 to shoot. And it's all from 3-point range. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Grizzlies.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And he lobs it up to the rim. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside Wall. Zubac with a screen on Morant. Wall, the pass to Zubac. The kick out to Wall. It's George on the wing. From deep. Misses there. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior.
pace puts a bounce in your step. And so off the tip, it's Memphis. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Bane. Shot clock at 5. Jackson has the open look. Second shot opportunity. Adams plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Ball against Morant. Ball passes to Ayton. And no good. And Memphis the other way now.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Bridges attacking. And there it is for him.
Bridges showing more and more signs of the strength, being able to finish through contact. Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Now here's Morant. Now Bane. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Driving inside. Makes it off the glass. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise and their future.
Now here's Booker. The kick out to Crowder. Launches it. It's good from long range.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. Here's Bridges, following the score by Memphis. Paul dishes to Ayton. It's stolen by Adams. Jackson from long range. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Booker. Lets it go with the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys when you're watching, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Morant drives in. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges left side. Ayton a screen on Brooks. Bridges passes to Ayton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And the coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
1:15 left in the first quarter. Here's Brooks. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Ball against Morant. Kicks it out to Booker. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Such a capable scorer from the mid-range. He just knows how to make that work for him.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Paul looking around. Booker outside. With 1 on the clock, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 11 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked.
And so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Payne against Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He could be an impressive dunker.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Crowder with the steal. Suns leading by 15, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Grizzlies call their first timeout of the game. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Paul finds Booker. Driving to the basket. Back to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Lets the 3 fly. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Morant against Paul. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
And, hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball, and he doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And it's Ayton missing. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Here's Conchar. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game, makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Back to Payne.
2 minutes remaining.
Clock at 6.
2 minutes.
Sharch passes to Landale. And the rejection by Clark. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Phoenix leading by 15. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Shamet. Oh! And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Jones, no luck. Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. .109 left to play in the first half. Jones against Paul. The pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Concho. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. And stolen by Ayton. Bridges with it. Williams picks him up. Bridges outside. Outside Crowder. 5 on the clock. Aldama with the rebound. Williams against Ayton. Passes to Jones. Here's Aldama. Can't cash in from close range. And so it's
The Grizzlies, 14.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and he all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And here is Paul. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Booker dishes to Paul. Bridges outside. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Paul for the 3. And no good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Rejected by Crowder. Feeds it to Ayton. And he makes good on the layup. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Morant with a wide open look from beyond the arc and then some.
3-point field goal.
90 seconds now into the second half. Paul with the ball. He kicks it to Booker. Back to Paul. And the wide open shot from Crowder. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Now here's Morant for 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Ball passes to Booker. Over Bane. Booker, good. Booker's got 22.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And here are the Suns now. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. All up top, guarded by Morant. 6 to shoot. Paul kicks to Booker. Launches a 3. Crowder the pass to Booker. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Oh!
He's just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Phoenix leading by 13. Now here's Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Booker outside. Kicks it to Ayton. Another one falls for Phoenix.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Morant against Paul. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Paul passes to Crowder. Kicks it out to Paul. On the wing, Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Bane with the screen on Paul. There's the triple. And Desmond Bane with the 3. Bane's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 36 seconds left to play here in the third. Paul finds Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Driving the lane. A steal. And taken away by Paul. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. "17 seconds left to play in the third. Booker outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. 1 second left. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U10 team.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Memphis with it, down by 12. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Landry Shamet is out there with Booker, and it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Now Bridges. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Ayton. He gets that one. Ayton's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Phoenix.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
Bane finds Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And Johnson now top of the key. There's the pass to Shamet. And the layup's good off the glass.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
The three from Morant. Johnson with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Shamet on the wing. Here's Johnson. Dishes it to Ayton. Stolen by Jackson. From past the arc, Bane passes to Brooks. Takes it inside.
And the quickness of Brooks's drive can be overwhelming. Bursts inside before the D can react.
Phoenix leading by 12. Booker outside. He dishes it to Bridges. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. Shamet. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. Outside for Jackson. Adams with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And here's Morant. Got a piece of it. Bridges outside. Out to the wing. Booker with it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his fourth foul of the contest. The Suns making a change here. Hall's checked in. 1:49 left in the game. And there's the drive. Just 5 to shoot. The drive by Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
For three, Bridges. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And it's Morant missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Booker fires from way outside. And again, it's the Suns missing. Now here's Morant. From deep. Can't connect. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team.